Yo, what's up, real estate transaction engineers? It's your guy, Mr. TE. Man, welcome to my channel. For those of you who are new, welcome to my channel. Please like and subscribe for more free game, baby. Because there's nobody more iller. Nobody been in this business 22 years and learned damn near every strategy it is to know in this residential world we call real estate. Woo! Man, guys, stay tuned. Hey, we got a workshop coming up. Teach you 9 ways to get paid in this business. If your ass not making no money right now in real estate because you don't have enough tools in your toolbox, baby. You got one or two strategies. You slipping. You can't win like that. That's just like hiring a contractor to come to your house to fix the AC, and only thing he has is some tape or a pen. You can be like, oh man, go home. Guys, so we're gonna teach you 9 ways. But let's get to the money. I'm gonna give you some short sale tips. We've done over 400 short sales. I've done over 1,100 transactions and counting. Really done lost count by now. But I'm gonna give you some tips on a short sale. And first of all, what is a short sale? A short sale is basically when you're negotiating with the lender to take a discount on the property. So the homeowner still owns the property, right? They still own the property, but you're negotiating with the bank to buy the property for a discount. So the house is not foreclosed. It's not a foreclosure. It's a pre-foreclosure, which means the seller is at least 1 month behind. And you got to be behind in order to do a short sale. Got to have some kind of hardship in order to do the short sale. If their payments are current, guys, the bank has no reason to do a short sale. Let me repeat that because I hear a lot of fools out here saying, "Oh man, do a short sale and the homeowner's current." No, it's not going to work. The seller has to be at least 1 month behind or behind. They could be, they got to be at least 1 month behind. So if they are, time to come short sale, baby. Now, it's some things that's going to be needed on the seller behalf to get it started. First, they're going to send out a agreement, their little paperwork with a mortgage assistant. Mortgage assistant documents they got to fill out. Make sure you assist the seller with that because they don't know what they're filling out or doing. So make sure you assist the seller with that. They also going to want to know the hardship. What's the hardship behind this? My dog died. No, most likely, most likely, they lost their job or they got a decrease in their income. May got a divorce. I mean, whatever the hardship is, whatever caused the person to get behind, make sure you put that in a hardship letter and make it sound real sad, like you want to cry when you read it. um, so you got to have a hardship letter, the mortgage assistant application, pay stubs if they're working, tax returns. What else? They're gonna want a listing agreement. You don't have to have it listed off the jump, but pretty soon they're gonna want a copy of the listing agreement because they want to see if you try to sell it first before they take a discount. So keep that in mind. There's ways around that, but you got to be in the inner circle for them golden nuggets, baby. I'm gonna give you just a look. Look. You got to be in the inner circle if you want to really get the golden nuggets to get that discount. So those are the documents that are required, and you can easily get on a three-way with the seller. Call the bank. The seller can authorize you on the phone to speak with the lender or the rep that's on the phone. So while you're on the three-way, they say, "Hey, I got John on the phone. He want to ask you a couple of questions." They say, "Cool, John. What do you need?" Then you just tell them, "Hey, I need everything for the short sale. Can you just tell me over the phone? Is it something that we can get off your website?" And they'll give you everything that's needed. So you get all that stuff, make a list of it, and then you go to it, ask them what's the best way to get the information in, the email, the fax number, or whatever you need to get the docs in to get it started. Because if you don't get this stuff done and in, they're not going to start the short sale. So you need to get that stuff in and let the games begin. Another thing I want to tell you guys, take very, 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 very detailed notes. Take very detailed notes. Why? Because you can call in this week, right? They're going to tell you something. But then you call in next week and get another rep. They may tell you something totally different. So if you got your notes detailed, I mean detailed, I don't miss a beat. We don't miss a beat over here. We write down the rep name, the ID number if they have one, the time we call, and the time we finish, and everything else in between. So please be detailed. If you want to be successful in this short sale business, we made a whole lot of freaking money between '08 and about 2012 or 2013 when they start coming in with all the nonsense saying we can't wholesale it. I'm sorry, they're saying we can't flip it after 30 days. We had to buy and hold for 30 days. Right now, they don't have that stipulation in the approval letter. So, man, you can get a short sale, get it down really low, guys, and turn around and wholesale it. If you do it right, I promise you on everything I love, man, we made a lot of freaking money. Now, we've been doing short sales still, but, you know, the market's been freaking crazy. Now it's settled down to a buyer's market, so it's showtime again, baby. Now it's time to do a short sale. So you follow me? You know, in the buyer's market, you move differently than when you're in the seller's market, and vice versa. You can't move the same. You don't use the same tools. But right now in the buyer's market, guys, there's 9 ways to get paid. And this is my favorite time. That's on everything I love. This is my favorite time. Why? Because it's so much opportunity. It's so much opportunity out here right now for us. These seller houses are not selling like this. They're sitting on the market. Guess what? More houses are popping up, which means they gotta negotiate. Sellers are paying closing costs. They're doing repairs. You couldn't get that a year or two ago when it was a seller's market. They would sell it, tell you, oh, next. They got 10 more people lined up to buy. Get out of my face. Now they're like, oh, please help me, please. I gotta say, please. So that's the type of market we're in. That's the type of market we're in. Hold on, give me a second, y'all. I'm sorry. Okay, sorry about that. So that's the type of market we're in. So it's our time to shine. If you do this thing right, man, like honestly, this is when I built my portfolio. I got over 100 subject tools, and we've done over 400 short sales. Some of those I wish I would have kept. When you come to the workshop, I'm going to show you the numbers. If I would have kept some of them short sales, well, more of them. I kept a few. God, man, if I could turn back. But you know what? I ain't even gonna complain because God gave me another freaking chance. I'm finna test some ass up. And if you follow me, you're gonna test some ass up too. But when you come to the workshop, I'm gonna show you how I got properties down 20, 30 cents on the dollar. And now, 15 years later, they're worth like 3 or 4 times the amount. Yeah, 3 or 4 times the amount. So it's kind of mind boggling. I got a little sad. I got a little sad looking at it on the last workshop. I'm like, God. But now I can't complain. God gave me another shot. I still was able to build my portfolio really nice and sell off some of those properties when they're at the height of the market. So this is how you play the game. You buy low, right now in the buyer's market. You hold them, lease them out, lease with the option to buy them with the subject tools. And then when they get to the height of the market, you sell off a few. Put a couple million in your pocket and keep it moving. All right. So first step, take detailed notes. Another one. Follow up weekly. Follow up every single week. And I say call in on a Thursday or Friday when the workload is kind of low. You can talk to the reps more freely. and they'll give you damn near everything you need to know. So Thursday and Fridays are our call-in days for these short sales. So keep that in mind. You call in on a Monday or Tuesday when things are hectic, they're like, oh God, they're gonna try to rush you, and they have attitudes and stuff too. So keep that in mind. Let's see. Another important step: check when the last time the BPO was done. Check on the last time the BPO was done or the appraisal. That is very important. You want to know when those two was done, because if one has already been done, guess what? You gotta wait 90 days to get a new one. And a lot of time, these freaking banks, a lot of time they don't even go in and do an interior BPO or an interior appraisal. That is very important when you're negotiating. So when you get on the phone with the bank, if they already done a BPO or an appraisal, you want to ask them, is that an interior BPO or is that an interior appraisal? A BPO means broker's price opinion. It's just a realtor went out there, took some pictures and ran some comps. So that's what that means. And some banks will do both. Some banks will do a BPO, some banks will do an appraisal. So keep that in mind. Usually it's FHA loans that it would do both. So that's very important, because don't miss that BPO or appraisal, because your ass grass. If you miss that, the deal it's a done deal for 90 days. Now, some people will go and get an appraisal and a BPO, a second one on their own, but there's no guarantee the bank is going to take it. So make sure you are there to influence that BPO or appraisal, or you're done. You're cooked. All right. What's another good golden nugget? Oh, make sure you get a power of attorney from the seller and a copy of their ID. When you're doing these short sales, man, some of these people will disappear on you. Some will haul tail on you, and you won't hear from them for the rest of your life. So make sure, if you're gonna put all this work in, because it's work. There's nothing short about the short sale except the discount. But you got to put in some work. But you put in that work, you're gonna be rewarded handsomely. So make sure you get a power of attorney and a copy of their license. That way, if they disappear, you can keep it moving. You can sign documents on their behalf. Okay? Very important. Don't miss out. Because I've done some where you get in the heat of things, you got a big discount. Guess what? You can't even find a seller. You can call their mama, their cousin, their great grandma. You can't even find them. Be like, damn, what's up? Man, I'm right here on the edge, man. I got this a week away from getting this thing approved, and the seller disappeared. Oh my God, that's not a good feeling to have. From doing over 400 of these things, I trust me, I done been through the trenches. Some of them sellers, I want to catch them and slap them across the face. You know how much work I put in for this? You disappeared on me, you mother. And I'm going to finish with this, man. The perfect short sale needs a lot of work, a lot of repairs, and you got low comps in the neighborhood. That's a perfect one. Next to perfect, it needs a lot of repairs. Property needs a lot of repairs. You're gonna get a nice discount off that also. Now, if you're in a good neighborhood, guys, and the property don't really need that much, you will get a discount, but it's not gonna be very low. So you want to make sure, if you're a realtor, make sure you list that property low enough where you know it'll sell. If you list it low enough where it'll sell, then you'll get paid. If you list it too high, you won't get paid. You can't be the highest person in the subdivision and expect to sell it. You got to be the lowest. And that's how you capitalize off this short sale business, because it's like the checks are very big. If you get in this thing and you do it right, and you let us train you how to do it right, you will walk away with big checks, 5, 6 figure checks, bigger than them little wholesaling checks. People running out here getting a little 10 grand and all this stuff. They're excited. Yeah, that's cool. 5, 10 grand. I really don't want to look at the deal unless I'm making 20 or better. I'm gonna be honest with you, but I've been doing it so long that 5 grand don't turn me on. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. 10 don't turn me on. 20, hey, you're talking embarrassment. Let's go. It takes the same amount of time to make a $20,000 check or bigger than it does a $5,000. $5,000, man, that's nothing these days. With inflation, that's gone in 10 seconds. I thank God for all the checks, but man, if you're gonna do it big, baby. Make sure you like, subscribe, send this to some of them hustlers out there that you know they're ready to go get to the money. Join us. Look below in the description. Always scroll to the bottom. Sign up for our 3-day workshop. Starts August 25th, 26th, 27th from 6 to 8. So we'd love to have you. We're going to take you to a whole nother level. You also get our deal analyzing software just for coming and attending, or you could put in whatever kind of deal you got, and it's going to spit out a couple different offers that you can give to your seller. So God bless you guys. Happy Friday. Peace and love. See you at the top, baby. Peace. Let's see if we got any questions. Hold on. Let me see if we got some questions before I leave. I should have told y'all to put some questions in the chat. I don't think we have any. Okay, we good. All right, man. God bless y'all. Peace and love. Have a great weekend. Let's get this money, man.